Ready or not, here we come. It is Thursday Night Football. That's Garrett Thompson. I'm Mike Goodkind, and we are live coming at you from Pleasant Grove High School. It's a good one tonight, GT. We got the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Skyridge Falcons going at it. Should be fun.
Absolutely, Mike. This Skyridge team is on a roll. 6-2 on the season. They're 3-0 in region play after that big win against Lone Peak last week. That was a thriller that came down to the wire.
Enjoying Pleasant Grove High School and welcoming Pleasant Grove High School students Sadie Hull will be performed.
As we will step aside for Sadie Hull to sing the national anthem. And we're back, folks. Mike Goodkind, Garrett Thompson here with KSL Sports. As 12 minutes are on the clock, we're ready for football, and Skyridge will receive, as Pleasant Grove deferred to receive in the second half, GT. But we talked about this earlier prior to the broadcast. Skyridge hot, off a hot win against what was the number one team in the country, Lone Peak.
Number one team in the state, yes.
Or team in the state, rather.
And they're still highly ranked, but as of right now, the Skyridge Falcons are number 3 in the state of Utah, number 1 in 6A Region 3. So they are on a roll right now, and this is a team that lost in the finals of the 6A state championship tournament last year to Corner Canyon. So a lot of guys returned, so look for them to continue on rolling, and excited to see how they play tonight against the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Now, what Pleasant Grove, what it comes down to for them is they run the football pretty well. Passing the football has been an issue all season.
It really has, and you got to feel for this team. They lost a ton of seniors last year, and last year they went 9-3 and made it to the quarterfinals of the state tournament. They did lose to Skyridge in the quarterfinals, but a solid team. They've had some bad luck this season, played some tough teams. They're in a very tough division, as we know, but they're running the ball well. I think their passing game is improving.
As we're all set for kickoff here. As kicking it off is Aiden Carrere. And here we go. We're off. This will be fielded around the 15-yard line as he stays on his feet to the 30, and Seilu gets to the 34-yard line. That's where they'll start. And a great possession, a great return for Zayden Seilu.
Seilu's been doing a phenomenal job as this team's leading rusher, averaging 94 yards a game and 11 total touchdowns on the season so far.
As Keneal Sweetwine, the quarterback, just a junior, having a really good season. Here he is from the shotgun. As he fakes the handoff, runs it himself up the middle, spins. He's got room to run. That is a big run for Keneal Sweetwine to the opposite 40-yard line.
Mike, that's what he loves to do. He's one of the best rushing QBs in the state. As of tonight, he has rushed for 444 yards on 91 carries. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns on the season. With his build and his ability, really just reminds you of Cam Newton out there.
Sweetwine hands that off to Seilu. Seilu gain of 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. And they're going to mark him, actually, it'll be a 2nd and 6. They're going to mark him a 4-yard gain on that. Throws this one, and that's caught for just shy of the first down marker. And I believe should be a first down.
Moyai with the reception for Skyridge.
Moyai with the reception.
Yeah, I did. Adam Wright defending for the Vikings.
And we got a whistle on the field. It's going to be a timeout for the Vikings early on. 10:38 to go.
Timeout Vikings.
And a fresh set of downs here for the Skyridge Falcons, moving the football all the way at the Vikings 30. When we return, just a minute and 22 into the game, already one team dominating. Stay tuned. And we're back. A quick break there from the 30-yard line already. As Keneal Sweetwine in this offense, like a well-oiled machine, already working their way down the field. Play action over the middle. That's caught to the 10-yard line. He goes, stays on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at around the 10-yard line. But a nice running catch for number 6, Joshua Hansen. His 11th reception of the season. Adam Wright on the tackle.
Now, this Skyridge team has an offense that can really do it all. They're phenomenal at running the ball. Sweetwine can really throw, too. I mean, just a lot of weapons on offense.
Sweetwine play action, throws this one into the end zone. An easy touchdown. And an early 6-0 lead as Isaac Westover makes the play in the end zone. And the Falcons, by no surprise, leading here 6-0 early.
Big O lineman with the catch. Love to see that.
Got some eligibility there, GT. You know, line him up nicely, and there you go. What a beautiful sunset here in Utah, too, GT. You look out there. It's a nice evening.
Yep, facing west towards Utah Lake and the beautiful Ochre Mountains.
You love the Ochres, GT. You're an Ochre kind of guy.
I fancy myself more a Wasatch guy, but they're both nice.
Yeah, the Ochres aren't bad. Austin's an Ochre kind of guy. And the PAT, that's up and through. As Ethan Herfel nails the PAT, and it's an early 7-0 lead. Just a minute and 50 seconds into the game.
We'd like to take a moment and say thank you to our athletic trainer, Kristen Everett and Josie Walk, for their support.
And GT, again, just a minute 50 into the game. We already have a 7-0 lead for the Skyridge Falcons here. If you're PG here, I mean, you got to somehow muster something up and try to get some momentum back.
You really do. And we talked about it earlier. This team has been struggling this season. Unfortunately, they got a young squad, and they're still trying to figure things out. But, you know, every game is a new opportunity. So I'm curious to see what kind of game plan they've drafted up to, you know, combat the Falcons tonight.
We could either see Nathan Schroeder or Cannon Jacobson. We haven't been told yet on who the starting quarterback will be for the day, as they've been splitting time. And this one kicked into the end zone. It's going to be fielded, but it's going to be a touchback as Wade Christensen catches it in that blue end zone. They'll start at the 20. Skyridge Falcons, though, GT, a big win last week at Lone Peak. Or was it home to Lone Peak, rather?
I don't recall. I believe it was. But in any case, that game ended 21-16, and it was a thriller that came down to the wire. Biggest win of the season for the Skyridge Falcons.
As Schroeder nearly completes a pass intended for Christensen. It goes incomplete, and it's an early 2nd and 10.
Christensen, the primary ball carrier for Pleasant Grove, but can also run routes very well. You saw him kind of run a route there and was targeted by the QB.
Schroeder again here from the shotgun, takes a snap, fires that one right, and that goes incomplete. That time it was intended for number 18, Dayton Hansen.
Dayton Hansen was the intended receiver. 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10 here, and early trouble for the Pleasant Grove Vikings as 10:03 on the clock. Schroeder, the senior, back in the shotgun, takes a snap, under pressure. Can he avoid the sack? No, he's brought down at their own 15-yard line. And looks like they're going to credit number 15, Jonah Johnson, with the sack. So a sack, it'll be a 4th and long here, and they're going to punt it right back to the Falcons.
Vikings looking to punt it long here. Want to give the Falcons the most unfavorable field position as possible, but they are way back.
And there's the punt. Not a bad one from Mason Anderson. And it takes a decent bounce to the 46, and that's where Skyridge will begin their second possession. And GT, I think this is the part where we can step aside and talk about some of our sponsors tonight.
About the 46-yard line.
As Garrett Thompson, did you know that tonight, well, this game brought to you by Alpine Surgical Arts. And we will get into the exact tagline of that after this play. Takes a snap, a little shovel pass over the middle, and he's got room to run. Selu off to the races from the 30 to the 20, down to the 15, and he's taken down to the 12-yard line. And nice chase down by Adam Wright, but Selu, a huge rush deep into Vikings territory.
That was quick thinking there from Sweetwine. Saw the pass rush coming. He just, dumped it off to Selu, and he took that thing for about 40 yards. Very impressive play there for the Falcons.
And here we go. Sweetwine tries to take it himself, tries to spin out of trouble, and cannot that time. It'll be 2nd and 10. Selu, rather. So Selu gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the PG Vikings here, can they hold up Skyridge on the second possession of the game? 2nd and 10, 8:21 and counting. Sweetwine takes a snap, fires that one towards the end zone, and good coverage by Wright as it's out of reach for Joshua Hansen. GT, beautiful night though. Nice evening here from Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Absolutely gorgeous, even though we're approaching mid-October. 74 degrees right now and a little breezy.
It's toasty. I'm getting toasted out here, GT. Sweetwine directs traffic at the line. 8:08 to go on the clock in the first quarter. Austin on camera for us, doing a great job per usual. Gotta love Austin, GT.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Top of the line. Sweetwine, another screen pass over the middle, and that's an easy touchdown. Jared Iacopo on the reception and touchdown. And it is a 14-0 game here as Iacopo has an easy rush to the end zone off the little off screen pass.
Another great look by Sweetwine, and Iacopo is, another receiver on this Skyridge team that can get it done. And like we said before, Sweetwine's got a ton of options to work with on offense. Solid run game, he can air it out, and makes very quick decisions out there. Able to read the defense quite well.
And Skyridge will be called with a false start, so even after 2 quick touchdowns, they're going to have a little longer of a PAT attempt. It'll be a 25-yarder for Ethan Herfel. And snap is good, kick is up, and that is perfect. And it is 14-0 here for the Falcons. Just 4 minutes into the game, GT.
Skyridge 14, Vikings 0.
I mean, this team has run up the score before, so definitely not surprised that they've jumped out to an early lead here in the first.
And let you know at home, for all your surgical needs, see Alpine Surgical Arts for wisdom teeth, dental implants, facial surgery, and reconstruction. Dr. V-Wig and his staff will be happy to see you and your family and provide first-class surgical care. Located in Lehigh, Alpine Surgical Arts is conveniently located And Dr. V. Wig will see each and every one of you and ensure each visit is the best result possible. Call Alpine Surgical Arts today. GT, that'd be good for us maybe, You never know.
Hey, we've had work done like that before. I mean, it can happen.
Could. And the kickoff here from the Skyridge Falcons. Andy Anderson to kick it off. This will be fielded by Christensen. Christensen takes it himself to the 25, and not horrible field position for the Vikings on their third possession.
To about the 25-yard line, first down.
Second possession, rather, not their third possession just yet. Has been pretty fast, though, GT. Just 4 minutes into the game, 14 points already on the board.
Well, it was a quick 3-and-out for Pleasant Grove on their last possession, so they're going to look to advance the ball up the field here. But with this Skyridge defense, that is going to be a tall order, unfortunately.
Schroeder hands that off to Christensen. Christensen bounces outside, and what a tackle by Griffin Coons, who leads the team now with 54 tackles. That was his 54th tackle of the season, GT.
About the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
This Skyridge defense has a ton of guys who play very well. Number 11, Griffin Coons, the junior outside linebacker, leading the team with 7 tackles a game. And Deshaun Toilolo, the senior outside linebacker and defensive end, has 7 sacks on the season so far, so almost a sack a game.
Schroeder takes the snap, and it was into the hands of number 7, Spencer Hafoka, but he couldn't hold on to it, so it'll be a third now and long.
Just a little miscommunication there between Schroeder and his intended receiver. Got to turn around earlier and make that catch. You miss too many opportunities like that. It's going to be more 3-and-outs, unfortunately. So Pleasant Grove looking to turn it around here.
3rd and 11 from their own 24-yard line. And the Skyridge Falcons doing what they do best here early on. Both sides of the football, 7:12 on the clock. Screen pass. Christensen tries to make a man miss, but it's a good wrap-up by number 17, Noah Bird, and he's taken down at around the 25-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage. GT. Be a 4th and long and force the punt team to come back out again.
Another 3-and-out for Pleasant Grove, and they are going to look to kind of tighten it up a little bit on defense here. Definitely don't want to allow a third touchdown here in the first.
There's a near block punt. Takes a PG bounce to the 40-yard line. Mason Anderson, though, a solid punt to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Falcons will begin their third campaign.
Didn't see much of a student section when we pulled up about 30 minutes prior to the game, but they are here in full force now for the Vikings. They're getting loud for their team.
They're out and about, GT. They are out and about. And Austin enjoying the cheers here. She's dancing along with it. We've had a couple of dances here, GT, haven't we? Sweet Wine fakes the handoff to Selu, and he is brought out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Nice wrap-up and good execution by Dexton Natali. Dexton Nuttall pushes him out of bounds.
Dexton Nuttall was the spy on him, and great adjustment by the defense. They know that Sweet Wine likes to run at least a couple times per drive. So great execution there, not allowing them to pick up more than a couple yards.
Sweet Wine here on the 2nd and 8. Hands off to Selu. Selu takes it to around the 42-yard line. And first opportunity of the game of a 3-and-out.
About 3 yards short.
Be a third and 3 here, GT, from the 42-yard line.
It'll be 3rd down.
As from the shotgun, here is Sweetwine. And Sweetwine draws a man in motion, hands this one up. And that is taken for, should be a first down. They're going to give it to him. And it looks like Jared Iacopo gets the first down on the play. So it'll be a fresh set of downs here for the Falcons.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Sweetwine setting up with the man next to him.
He's got tons of time. He fires that one. That's caught for a first down and more. And he spins, stays on his feet, and he's brought down to the 35-yard line. It was a nice running catch from Joshua Hansen.
Hansen's had a couple of great catches this quarter so far.
Dixon Nuttall and Derek Brinton in on that tackle.
Doesn't get a whole lot of targets compared to Coughlin and Sorensen, but Hansen definitely getting it
here's a
done
rush up the middle. He's got tons of room and a red carpet into the end zone for 6. And Jared Iacopo makes it 20-0 here with 4:48 on the clock. Sorry to cut you off, GT.
No worries at all. Great run by Iacopo. And it looks like they're bringing it back. There was a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's holding against the offense. So the Vikes catch a break here, GT. They're going to move this thing back to the 42-yard line. We're going to repeat the first down. It'll be a 1st and long. Sweetwine from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, fires that one left, and that's a running catch for number 88, Davis Fyans. And probably a gain of about 5 on the play.
Davis Fyans with the reception, tackled by Dexton Nuttall and Ryder.
Nuttall on the tackle, so a 2nd and long here. 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Sweetwine and company trying to make it 21-0 here. As they've dominated the first quarter, Sweetwine tries to rush out of trouble, can't do it, and he's taken down at the 39-yard line.
That was a crucial stop there for Pleasant Grove.
Really was, GT.
Lost 3 yards on that play. And Skyridge looking at 3rd and 14 here on this drive at the moment.
Maddox Webb, one of the men in on that gang tackle. And Sweetwine here from the 39, 3rd and long. Play action. He floods the pocket, fires this one deep down the field. Oh, nearly caught. And it would have been a touchdown for Tavion Edwards.
Edwards had a great look there from Sweetwine, and thought it was kind of funny. Heard a fire truck horn as that pass was airborne and about to be caught or not. So
I don't know what that was about, GT.
Could be some sort of collusion. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Some kind of collusion happening with the Falcons. I don't know.
We did hear it earlier though, so I think it's just people having fun, and firefighters or EMTs showing off their vehicles, but funny nonetheless.
And a nice punt down to the 14-yard line.
The punt is down to about the 14-yard line. First down, Vikings.
And there's that fire truck that we heard earlier, flashing its lights now.
Pleasant Grove GT on the first couple of drives there, just not able to get momentum and Tons of incompletions, and I think it's just some miscommunication on that side of the ball.
Yeah, they've yet to earn a first down with their offense, so hopefully we see one on this drive.
And from the shotgun, Schroeder hands it off to Christensen as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Christensen is tackled by Owen Checkett.
And Checkett's a nice tackle.
Second down.
It'll be
It
a
looks like
second down.
Christensen got kind of tripped up there as well. So, in any case, great job stopping the run there for Skyridge. And, the run game is really this Pleasant Grove team's bread and butter. They've really struggled to throw the ball this season so far.
Schroeder trying to escape the pocket, fires that one out of bounds. Not intentional grounding. It'll just be a 3rd and long here again.
Schroeder's pass is incomplete.
Not a lot of time in that pocket, GT. I think that's part of the issue for Schroeder this season.
No, that defense is putting the pressure on Schroeder and his O-line. And I don't see them letting up anytime soon. So they're going to have to make some adjustments, communicate effectively, and, give him some extra time in the pocket so he can find an open man.
2:34 on the clock, and it's been not an easy first quarter for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Here's Schroeder. Has some time, fires that over the middle, and it's caught as, wow, he was crushed. Yeah, but Alton Pine makes the play, and the tackle was from Samuel Pullman. But Pullman, what a tackle on that play, GT.
Yeah, heard that from up here. This secondary for Skyridge has been doing a really great job putting pressure on the receivers, and the 3rd straight 3-and-out for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, Mike.
And here's the punt. Nearly blocked again. As this one's going to bounce as well. And another decent punt for number 5, Mason Anderson.
Punt is down at the 46-yard line.
Going to be downed at the 46.
Well, if the Vikings continue to struggle on offense, they're going to have to rely way more on their defense. And they've got some pretty solid guys in their defensive core. Number 8, Brody Downs, the sophomore middle linebacker, averaging about 10 tackles a game. Another sophomore, number 22, Carter Wilkes, has 8 tackles a game. He's a wide receiver and free safety.
Another screen pass. He's got room to run as he makes his way to the 35-yard line. Nice running catch for number 88, Davis Fyans.
Yeah, Fyans did a ton of work after the catch there. Was a short forward pass from Sweetwine, and he took that thing quite the distance. These receivers for Skyridge tend to pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
Sweetwine fakes the handoff. In trouble. He escapes the sack. He lets it fly down the field. And was it caught? Oh, my God. My goodness, what a catch in the end zone. Was that a touchdown? A flag on the play. They're calling it 6. What a catch for number 16. My goodness, GT. Hunter Sheffield, what a catch. An Odell Beckham Jr. type play in the end zone, and it was a touchdown.
I mean, that's got to be one of the top 3 catches that we've seen so far this season. That was incredible. And what a dart from Sweetwine, throwing the ball on the run like that, and Sheffield falling down in the end zone, but able to still make the grab for the touchdown. That was incredible.
And Hunter Sheffield making it look easy, as it's going to be 6 for the Falcons. What a play by Hunter Sheffield, GT. Unbelievable.
Yep. 3 touchdowns for the Falcons here in the first quarter. Got about a minute left. And That offense is just rolling.
And Herfield nails the point after, and it's 21-0. Skyridge Falcons here.
The extra point is good. Skyridge.
What an unbelievable play by Hunter Sheffield. As Sweetwine avoids the sack. He was nearly taken down. Floods the pocket. Just fires one deep towards the end zone. Hunter Sheffield.
I got to ask my dad later how that looked on the 75-inch TV. Shout out to you, Dad. Hope you're watching tonight. We'll be seeing that on Rewind, no doubt. Just a very high-caliber offense at Skyridge this season.
I don't know. Didn't really know how to react to that one, GT. I didn't know if it was caught, not caught.
Well, as soon as he went for the ball and his defender grabbed him, I knew it was going to get called a PI. But I didn't know if he actually made the catch in the end zone, or if it would be ruled a reception. So, but inevitably it was. So, just a great play.
And due to the pass interference, Crew Odom will kick it through the end zone. And that is where the Pleasant Grove Vikings will begin.
Yeah, that was right through the uprights. That was a long one.
Yeah, that was a nice kick. So 3-3 and outs thus far for Pleasant Grove. Can they get something going here on offense, give their team some kind of life against what is the number 3 team in the state? And PG will start from their own 20. And he takes a snap, fires this one down the sideline, and Schroeder throws incomplete, that time intended for Ryder Huntsman.
Skyridge only rushed 3 on that one. They were showing zone, or man rather, and they had several guys back, so good read there. They know that this Pleasant Grove team has a difficult time airing the ball out.
And again for the touchdown was brought to you by Alpine Surgical Arts. For all your oral surgical needs, see Alpine Surgical Arts. As he takes a snap here, and Schroeder just flipped it off, and what a beautiful play by Samuel Pullman again, as Christensen's taken down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, defense read that one like a book, and Pleasant Grove still struggling to get something going here on offense.
Letting you know that every third down is brought to you by Live Lift. We've had 4 third downs today, all of them brought to you by Live Lift. As Schroeder fires a screen pass. Oh, what a hit. A beautiful play by Junior Coughlin. As Adam Wright was taken down after a gain of 5. And that third down again brought to you by Live Lift. This game also brought to you by Stryver Law, Bird, and Hadco GT. As they're going to punt this thing away with 5.2 on the clock. And that punt takes the Skyridge bounce to the 42. Nonetheless, Mason Anderson doing a great job of punting here today. Got an injured man down on the field. We're going to take a short break here, folks. Stay with us. 21-0, Skyridge lead. Don't move. And welcome back to the broadcast as Skyridge flips to the opposite 41 because of the quarter change. And we got a handoff here to Selu. Selu on the blast takes it for a gain of 3 on the play.
Zayden Selu carries for Skyridge. He was Hit first by Tristan Hughes.
Tristan Hughes on the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
Handoff again. Selu. It's a gain of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And Selu, again, 6 yards to carry, and you're seeing it there.
Yeah, like we talked about before, Mike, leading rusher, 94 yards a game, 11 touchdowns. And he will occasionally receive the ball on short screen passes. Had his best game against Lone Peak last week. Rushed for 153 yards on 15 carries and got 2 rushing touchdowns.
Sweetwine. This time takes it himself. Sweetwine breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and redirects, and he is brought down to the 15-yard line. And nice tackle by Natal. But Sweetwine, a first down and more, and that's another first down. Which is going to be brought to you by Spotrove. So this first down again brought to you by Spotrove.
And Keneal Sweetwine really showcasing his agility on that play. One of the best rushing QBs in the state. Not afraid to take it on really any play.
Sweetwine completes again, and it looks like it's close to a first down. Boston Sorensen on the catch.
Reception for Skyridge. Tackled by Brody Downs.
And Sweetwine again here from the shotgun. 2nd and 3. Sweetwine flips it over the middle, and another shovel pass that should be good for a first down. And Fians made the catch, and it looks like they should give him a first here, GT.
It's his second shovel pass of the game. Not sure if you watched the Chiefs-Saints game on Monday, but Patrick Mahomes had one of those to Travis Kelce in the red zone. Didn't end up scoring, but, good play for
Sweetwine. Play action into the end zone. Another touchdown. And that time, it was Harvey Moai on the catch and run. And another touchdown. That is going to be brought to you by Alpine Surgical Arts. And Skyridge, are they calling this one back, though, GT? It looks like they might be.
Yeah, there was a penalty called on the play. And looks like the officials are going to tell us what that is right now. Oh, never mind. It is a touchdown.
It's a good touchdown. Okay. So Skyridge, their 4th touchdown of the game, 27-0 here with 9:23 on that clock. And it's been absolute domination here, GT.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. This team has, really just been having their way tonight on offense. Haven't encountered a ton of resistance from Pleasant Grove's defense, and unfortunately, the offense for the PG Vikings just hasn't been clicking yet. But I really think this team can turn it around and start making some plays here. But they will have to get past that tough defensive core for Skyridge.
Ethan Herfel nails the point after. So it's 28-0 and a really tough start for Pleasant Grove. We did not expect this, GT. 28-0, and pretty much every possession thus far has been a 3-and-out.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Vikings have one stop against the Falcons. But other than that, like I said, the offense for Skyridge has just been rolling so far in this first half.
And again, if that kickoff to the 2-yard line, it's going to be received and taken by Christensen as he's taken down at the 18-yard line. And GT, just a high school football rule, if the score differential is 35 or more, it's a mercy rule clock for the second half. That means for the entire half, it'll be continuously running.
Yeah, Mike, we might hit that here. One more touchdown, make it a 5-possession game. And, with 9:15 left in the second quarter, would not be surprised if that is the case. But PG can turn it around here, so we will see what they can do on this drive.
Been a tough game for the Vikings thus far. Looking for any bright spot here as Schroeder throws incomplete through the hands of Ryder Huntsman.
Pleasant Grove head coach Taylor Walkenhorst in his 5th year with the program. He's had some great teams. Team last year went 9-3 and lost in the quarterfinals of the state tournament to Skyridge. And that team, very experienced, a lot of seniors. Team this year, very young, a lot of guys coming up. And so, it's been a tough season so far, but as they gain experience, I think things will start to turn around for them.
As he launches that one down the field, and that should be a pass interference. And Schroeder gets the pass interference on the throw to Spencer Afoka. So 9:04 to go. This ball will be placed very favorably for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Looks like they're going to get this. Let's see where they place it here.
Yeah, clearly pulled his jersey there, Mike. Pass interference. And the ref was right there to call it. So easy call for the officials.
Skyridge. And that's going to result in the first Viking first down.
It's a Viking first down.
First of the game so far.
And a little momentum maybe for the Vikings.
There you go. However you can get it, Mike. This team is looking to keep pushing the ball up the field here.
Schroeder from the shotgun. Schroeder takes a snap, avoids the pressure, stays on his feet, and he's got green grass, GT. He breaks his way to the 48-yard line as he takes a pretty big hit there at the 48 from Carlos Yayima on the tackle. But nonetheless, it's a first down for Pleasant Grove. Another first down.
Yeah, Schroeder picked up a ton of yards on that rush. Great job seeing that opening. And once he identified it, he just took off. And for the first time tonight, Pleasant Grove finds themselves in Skyridge territory.
Just got to keep moving the ball down the field, GT, and see what happens. Again, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to avoid that 35-point differential. Schroeder can't avoid the sack. He's taken down by a number of Falcons.
Schroeder gets back to the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle.
Schroeder having a tough time in the pocket. Does not have a ton of time to make a decision. And even for the most experienced QBs, making a quick decision like that is not easy.
Mason Oiser on the tackle, along with Toyolo. But this Skyridge defense, GT, if we were out there, we'd be getting rocked too. Not be fun for us, I'll tell you that right now.
It would not.
I think Austin could probably handle a couple hits out there. Maybe a hit or two.
He might.
Yeah, we should give him the ball.
I play rec basketball all the time, but I don't know about tackle football.
Here's the rest of the outside. Christensen, he's got room to run. He breaks the tackle, and he works his way to the 35-yard line.
And now we're starting to see a little sparkle from this offense, and that's what Wade Christensen does. He's done it all season. I mean, this guy got 3 rushing touchdowns in a win against Granger earlier this season. I mean, we know he can carry the ball up the field. It just kind of takes waiting for that opportunity to do so.
As Christensen, again, up the middle, and good pursuit by the Skyridge Falcons. It's going to be gain or 2. In on the tackle,
Right forward for 2 or 3 yards.
number 11, Griffin Coons, who's
Second down.
leading the team in tackles. GT headed into the game today with 53.
He does, averaging 7 tackles a game, and only a junior. So, younger outside linebacker, still has 1 more year with this program, just like a lot of guys on his team.
As he flips that one to Christensen. Christensen is taken down again by a number of Skyridge Falcons. And again, deja vu, Coons on the tackle.
Yeah, Coons and Toilolo saw that one coming, and they were not going to let him get past him. So 3rd and 8 here, Mike, for the Vikings. Kind of a tough spot. They're going to look to convert on this 3rd down. If not, I guess they are technically within field goal range, but that is a long one.
And this 3rd down brought to you by Live Lift. Schroeder fires this one towards the end zone, and not a man in sight. It was intended, though, for Ryder Huntsman. It'll be a 4th down, and let's see if they'll go for it here, GT. I don't know. But they do call timeout with 5:52 on the clock.
Yeah, it's a long field goal, Mike, especially at this level. So we shall see.
Here, Mike Goodkind and Garrett Thompson. Schroeder avoids the sack, stays on his feet. And another 1st down for Pleasant Grove as he's ripped down by number 8, Junior Coughlin. It's a 1st down, though, nonetheless, for PG.
Yeah, what a great run there by Schroeder.
First down yardage for
2nd
another
of the
Viking.
drive where he's picked up a ton of yards.
Another Viking.
And for the first time tonight, the Pleasant Grove Vikings are in the red zone. So
They're in the red zone, GT. Knocking on the green zone.
looking to make a play here.
As you're Schroeder again, and whistles on the field. Another timeout, the 3rd timeout used for the PG Vikings, GT.
Timeout Vikings.
And again, Garrett Thompson letting you know this game brought to you by Bird, Hadco, and Shriver Law. $5:15 on the clock. GT, October here in Utah, and it doesn't feel like October yet.
It does not. We've yet to see some real fall weather here. At least fall weather that has hit us consistently. We had a couple kind of chilly days last month, but no, this October is or has been very warm so far, but might be seeing some cooler fall temps on the horizon.
And playoff baseball tonight, GT, of course, is October. As Schroeder fade out towards the end zone, and his back was turned. Could have been a nice play intended that time for Spencer Hafoka. But October baseball, GT, and the Dodgers tonight playing the Padres in Game 5. Should be fun.
Game 5 of the NLDS. That series has been electric so far. I'm not sure if you watched the game Tuesday night, but that crowd at Petco Park down in San Diego was just rocking. So yeah, great series there. It's really the best month for professional sports. You got playoff baseball, the MLB, middle of the NFL season, and you got NHL and NBA action starting up too.
Our friend Mary Lou's Cook on the sideline there, and San Diego enjoying the 5-game series, I'm sure.
Our good friends having a great time, I bet.
Schroeder towards the end zone, and it's intercepted. In the end zone.
He should just go down here, and he does.
He does. Number 22, Briggs Parker on the pick. As Skyridge will have it at the 20, and
Briggs Parker with the interception for Skyridge.
all Vikings' hope of their first touchdown is now out the window.
Yeah, just an unfortunate deflection there, Mike. And Parker on the interception did the right thing, kneeling in the end zone. Saw an interception in the end zone when we covered the American Fork Lone Peak game, and the player who intercepted that ball did not kneel and was tackled pretty far back. So definitely want to kneel and get the touchback when you get an interception in the end zone, which they did.
Sweetwine down the sideline, and it was nearly caught by Boston Sorensen, and throw the flag there. It looks like Ryder Huntsman's back was turned, and let's see what the call is. Looks like they're going to get a pass interference, GT, or a holding call.
Pleasant Grove fans not very pleased with that one, Mike, and honestly, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. Didn't look like much of a PI to me. Just kind of a, standard play, tight coverage. I didn't really see much wrong with that one, but.
As Vikings fans, not happy, GT, as it moves to the 35. They're going to go to the hold. I don't think it's not a PI, but it's an automatic first down.
That's right, yes. Hold on that one, but again, I didn't see much of a hold. Didn't see him, harassing the receiver too much. So, it is what it is, and they are going to move on to the next play.
Again, 35 points or more in the second half will result in a running clock. Sweetwine fires that one left. It's caught by number 6, Joshua Hansen. It's another first down for the Skyridge Falcons. He just gets to that first down marker. Ryder Huntsman on the tackle.
Yeah, the Falcons still not letting up here. They are advancing the ball play by play on this drive. As Sweetwine gets sacked there.
Sweetwine's brought down by number 44, Maddox Webb, his first sack of the season.
You don't see Keneal Sweetwine get sacked too much. He's got a great O-line. They protect him well, and he moves just so well in the pocket. He's great at scrambling and avoiding tackles. So great job by the Vikings on that last play.
As Sweetwine takes a snap, fires over the middle. It's caught for not a first down. Nearly out is a first down, and he gets to the 40-yard line. What a play. And a catch and run from number 28, Jared Iacopo.
2nd and 20 on that last play, and now it's a first down. Picked up 20-plus yards on that last play, and this Skyridge team just knows how to respond so quickly.
And that first down brought to you by Spatrove. Screen pass thrown right, and what a play. And nice tackle from Ryder Huntsman, as there was nowhere to go for Selu. Lost to 6. Ryder Huntsman, really clutch play there, GT.
Yeah, absolutely. Huntsman, one of those guys who plays both sides of the ball here.
.303 on the clock. Sweetwine's got Selu in the backfield, and he's going to take the call from the sideline, and head coach Justin Hem. Sweetwine takes the snap. Got loads of time. Flushes the pocket. Airs this thing out down the field, and it's caught at the 10-yard line. What a play. Boston Sorensen as he makes his way to the 5.
I tell you, Mike, number 5, Boston Sorensen, senior wide receiver, doesn't get a ton of volume in this offense, but he makes the most out of his targets. Averages 18 yards a reception and has logged more than 300 yards off 16 catches this season. And that is going to get logged as one of his longest receptions of the season so far. Reliable deep option for Sweetwine.
What a play. As play action into the end zone on the quick slant. No, incomplete. Intended for number 1, Tavian Edwards. Good coverage, though, GT.
Very good coverage there.
Dexter Nuttall on the coverage.
Sorry about that, Mike. Yeah, I think Skyridge here is going to rely back on the run game to score a touchdown, but we'll see what they end up doing here.
Handoff up the middle. Selu doesn't stop moving the feet, and it pays off. It's a touchdown for the Skyridge Falcons. They make it 34-0 here with 2:06 on the clock.
I mean, we both saw that coming there, Mike, knocking on the end zone's door. And when this team finds themselves in the red zone, they are determined to score. And that is touchdown number 5 on the evening.
And that touchdown brought to you by Alpine Surgical Arts, GT. Alpine Surgical Arts. For all your oral surgical needs, see Alpine Surgical Arts. Wisdom teeth, dental implants, and facial surgery and reconstruction. As that PAT is perfect for number 78, Ethan Herfel. And a 35-0 game, GT. Not what we expected, but now we are at the mercy rule, so second half, if it stays this way, it will be a running clock.
Yeah, it will, unless Pleasant Grove can pull something off here with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It is going to be a running clock for the entire second half.
Yeah, Handel's homemade ice cream outside, GT. I know you love that. Handel's homemade ice cream, don't you?
You know what? They always tempt me. Our friends at Handel, they got one right next to my gym up in Bountiful. So it's just, I love it. I don't know if I love it around that time, but it is probably the best ice cream I've had.
GT, you haven't had mine, have you? You haven't had my homemade ice cream?
I have had your homemade ice cream.
Okay.
Your homemade peanut butter ice cream. For those of you at home who may not know, Mike makes an incredible ice cream. I don't know who gave you that ice cream maker, but it is phenomenal. Probably the best gift you've ever gotten.
It's I make a good ice cream, though.
You really do.
I think Austin should come by and try it one time. Austin, you in for that idea? He likes the idea.
Austin's down. We're all down. I mean, last time you had like 6 people over.
I did. I did.
That was a fun night. Very
fun. Here's the kickoff from the 40. And it is fielded at the 10 by Christensen. Christensen brought down to the 25, and that's where the Pleasant Grove Vikings will have one more shot at redemption here for a touchdown instead of going into the half shutout. Let's see what they can do.
For the Vikings to the 25-yard line. First down.
You know what I thought was interesting, Mike? A quarterback, number 11, Nathan Schroeder. He has started at QB twice this season. It was during their last 2 games, and obviously getting a third start here tonight. But he's listed as a tight end and a defensive end on both Max Preps and Deseret News. So I wonder if they just kind of plugged him into the spot or what. But he's got a 54% completion percentage, and prior to tonight has gone 35 for 65 for 276 yards.
Completed that one to Adam Wright. And looks like he completed another one. Yes, he did. And that time it was Spencer Afoka on the play. The toe tap is good. And a fresh set of downs here for the Vikings. So the Vikings here have kind of figured it out late, GT. I mean, that second to last drive, they look pretty good. And then here again, looking decent.
Yeah, that interception in the end zone was rough, but they made it all the way there, and that was clearly their best drive of the game.
1:23 on the clock for those watching at home.
Second down.
We appreciate you staying with us, and I hope you do. In the second half, as GT and I could have a ton of stories for you. A lot of good insight into, well, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff in the second half, including the game, which we'll have coverage of. Yeah, Schroeder. And that ball was tipped. Somebody got a hand on it, GT. And it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Nate Schroeder not having a ton of luck airing the ball out tonight. But like we talked about on that last drive, I mean, he rushed for at least 40 yards in total. So, yeah, this team, we know that they can get it done on offense, but, you know, as always, depends on who they're playing. I mean, dealing with this set of circumstances, this Skyridge team is just phenomenal.
And this third down brought to you by Live Fit as Adam Wright lost the football. It's going to be incomplete off the Stroder pass. And it was brought to you by Live Fit Systems. Go to livefitsystems.com to download the free fitness app, GT, as that results in a fourth down.
Skyridge side thought that might have been a fumble, but official ruled that he did not have full control of the ball, so just ruled an incompletion there, Mike.
It'll be a 4th and long here for the PG Vikings. And a chance for more damage with 73 seconds for the Skyridge Falcons. Oh, and it was blocked. It was blocked, GT. Is it going to be fielded? No, they're just going to down it. 2 players down in the field on the block punt. And it looks like the culprit of the guy who blocked it, Pullman, goes down.
Yeah, and the punter goes down as well. Both are hurt.
We have 2 injured players, one from each team.
And we're going to step aside here, GT, as we have an injury timeout on the field. And we're back, GT. Block punt.
Samuel Pullman.
Results in excellent field position for the Skyridge Falcons. As the punter, number 5, Mason Anderson, went down, and so did Pullman.
Yeah, Mason Anderson grabbed his hip there. But he and Pullman both able to walk off the field, so we're definitely happy about that. Hope both of them are doing okay and that they can see some more action here tonight.
72 seconds on the clock. Sweet Wine no longer in the game as that ball thrown out of bounds. In the game now is number 10, Boston Fontaine, in a QB.
This pass is incomplete.
I think Coach Hem's going to say, GT, why play Sweet Wine when you can play Fontaine and keep your guys healthy?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's also a great opportunity for their second string to get some reps. So, yeah, definitely agree with Hem's decision there.
Yeah, screen pass to Fiennes. Fiennes makes the catch, stays on his feet, and works his way to the first down and more as he goes out of the 30-yard line. Flag on the play.
Davis Fiennes with the reception.
That one's going to be called on the Skyridge Falcons.
Ball start against Skyridge.
Going to be a false start.
False start on the offense. And they're going to move this thing back 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 15. And 2nd and 15. Fontaine from the shotgun. 51.9 on the clock. Fontaine, play action. Avoiding the sack, fires that one right to Sorensen, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Carter Wilkes.
I believe that is Boston Sorensen as the intended receiver.
And Mike, we spoke with Skyridge head coach Justin Hem prior to the game tonight, and I asked him, you know, what his game plan was kind of heading into tonight's game. What was the conversation like, you know, at practice this week and in the locker room tonight? And he basically said, you know, it's pretty much the same every game we play. I mean, we have to execute and do what we know how to do and play Skyridge football. And so there's really nothing specific that he wanted to address. It's just, you know, night in, night out, they got to execute.
Fontaine fires this thing over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. As what a throw and catch by Hunter Sheffield. And Boston Fontaine.
There are flags on the play.
Couple flags thrown on that last play. And it looks like they are going to be bringing it back.
GT, correct me if I'm wrong, but Boston Fontaine's on the Skyridge basketball team, is he not?
I believe he is. I mean, there are so many dual sport athletes on the field tonight. Guys who also play basketball and baseball. So yeah, would not be surprised. I mean, we've covered Skyridge before. Great basketball program.
Kohler on that team?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah, very good.
Is he graduated? I'm trying to think. Junior, senior?
And
Austin? What do you think? Is he graduated, still on the team? Senior now, okay.
Senior now, okay.
Good fun player. From the shotgun, takes a snap, loads of time. Fontaine lets it fly deep down the field and nearly picked off. Dexton Natal, a good opportunity. The intended target was Boston Sorensen.
That was a deep ball there for Fontaine. And wouldn't have been surprised if Sorensen caught it. Like we said earlier, Sorensen does not get a ton of volume in this offense, but when he does, he goes long and makes big plays.
So they'll punt it away here with 21 seconds. We're nearly at the half. 35-0. Falcons have dominated the game thus far. As that punt, not an amazing punt, going to be downed by Darian Diarte at the 41. And there's 10.5 to go on the clock, and I think PG might just need this and take this to the half.
I think so, yeah. Only 10 seconds left, Mike. So they are just going to go ahead and run the clock out and talk things over in the locker room.
Doesn't look like they're taking an EGT, but
I guess not. One last snap here. Schroeder is lining up in the shotgun, and he's got Christensen right next to him in the backfield.
Down by 5 touchdowns. Why not play to win, or play to at least score? As he's going to fire that one towards the sideline and over the head of number 7, Spencer Hafoka. So 6 seconds left, maybe 1 or 2 plays left.
Pleasant Grove still going to hang in there. Going to keep fighting this game. Obviously a very tough opponent, but no quitting this team for sure.
Christensen bounces outside, and he's taken down at the 45-yard line with 0.8 seconds, GT.
I think we've seen a clock stop with tenths of a second left in a football game so far this season, Mike. But yeah.
Well, it's brought to you by LiveFit Systems. Go to livefitsystems.com to download the free fitness app. 0.8 seconds, handoff to Christensen, and he is gang tackled to end this first half, resulting in a 35-0 Skyridge Falcons lead. Complete domination from the Falcons in the first half. We appreciate you staying with us here. We got a second half coming your way, a fresh 15 on the clock for halftime, and Mike Goodkind, Garrett Thompson are going to step aside here for second half and halftime for a word from our sponsors. Thanks for watching. Stay with us here for the second half. And live at the half, 35-0 Pleasant Grove lead. 35-0 Skyridge lead, rather. 35-0 Skyridge lead here at the half at Pleasant Grove. As Pleasant Grove here with the running clock is going to have quite a hole to dig out of here, GT. Running clock, 35-0. Thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, that first half was just all Skyridge, and I don't think you and I are surprised by that. But, yeah, Pleasant Grove had some moments and some sparkles there, but they just weren't able to execute on the one drive where, they got to the red zone. So we'll see what they'll, churn up here.
Kick taken out of the 4-yard line right to the 20. And that's where the Vikes will begin their first drive, as the clock seems to have stopped at 11:50.
Christiansen returns for the Vikings, first down.
And that clock's running, GT, 11:41 and counting.
Yep, official just gave the signal, so I think the scores people were waiting for that one. But, yeah, they got the ball on their own 20.
Schroeder hands it off. Christensen loses 2, and a nice tackle from number 29, Melosi Toyolo.
Second down.
Running clock, GT. Thoughts on that?
Well, like you said, it's kind of a tough hole to dig yourself out of if you're Pleasant Grove. But, you know, they can still make something of this. The clock is still going to run regardless because the score ended 35-0 at the end of the first half. But, you know, like I said earlier, this Pleasant Grove team, they don't have any quit in them. They're going to keep fighting. And, you know, regardless of the outcome here, you know, they are, you know, going to keep playing. Going to try to execute here.
Sure avoids the sack, and it was off the hands, nearly intercepted.
And the pass is incomplete. Third down.
Good coverage by Luke Barris. And it's kind of weird, GT, on an incompletion to see that clock still going.
It is, yeah. That's something that you and I haven't seen yet this season, but we have seen mercy rules covering baseball at the high school level here in the state of Utah.
It's going to be fourth down.
Haven't seen it during basketball season yet. We covered quite a few close games last season, so just wouldn't have happened, which was awesome. I mean, that last year's 5 and just 5A that we covered, but 5A basketball last year was awesome.
The last completion was to Adam Wright. Gain of 3, maybe 4. And again, that third down brought to you by Live Fit. Live Fit Systems. Go to Live Fit Systems to download the free fitness app. As that punt goes to the 42-yard line.
Edwards with the fair catch for Skyridge.
Edwards fair catches it. And around the 45, that's where the Markham.
It's great to see punter Mason Anderson back out there after coming down with an injury last time. But he is looking just fine. So good for him. And the Falcons have the ball near midfield here.
Boston Fontaine, he was brought into the game. He's QB2. And Keneal Sweetwine, what a first half from him. Fontaine fires one, and it's picked off at the 40-yard line. And brought to the 45. He stays on his feet, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line. Number 22, Carter Wilkes, with the interception.
Yeah, great play there, Mike. Rare pick thrown there by Skyridge. I know we have Fontaine in, but yeah, great job by the secondary there for Pleasant Grove, and they're going to have a chance here in Skyridge territory. They are at about the 36-yard line.
So one touchdown, GT, I do believe would set that clock. No, stays running.
Stays running. And forgive me, 46-yard line.
And Christensen on the run. And he gets to the 36-yard line. Nice run from Christensen, gain of 8.
Christiansen around the left side. Positive yardage for the Vikings, about 7 yards. Second down.
And the clock keeps stopping here, Mike, so I think the official has to give the signal on, or after every single down, I suppose.
I guess on a first down, GT.
Just on the first
fresh
down.
Fresh downs, yeah. And takes a snap, and Schroeder throws incomplete. That time intended for Spencer Afoka.
The pass is incomplete.
And another third down brought to you by Live Fit. You could be Live Fit yourself. Go to livefitsystems.com. GT, you like that, don't you? Live Fit.
I mean, that's how I try to live.
Not a bad way to be. Our friend Pocatello Yanni, one of those people who likes to live fit as well.
Yanni does. He has quite the hops. I've seen him jump on cabinets and all sorts of furniture.
There's an interception. Could be a pick six to the 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. An extra effort won't be enough. Touchdown. Skyridge Falcons on the shoulders of Easton Simmons. His first interception of the season.
Phenomenal play there by Simmons, and just another unfortunate drive there for the Vikings. Second interception thrown by Schroeder. And prior to this game, Schroeder didn't throw any picks. Last two games, he started at QB. Pretty solid performance. No picks. But, just having a tough time tonight, unfortunately.
Easton Simmons just came out of nowhere, GT. Beautiful play.
He did. Turned the Jets on, too, and finished that one out with a pick six.
The 5'11 junior logging his first pick of the season. So for the clock to start running again, normally, GT, it's got to be a 21-point game.
Gotcha. Schroeder went down on that last play, and he is currently walking off the field. So we hope he's okay. And definitely hope to see him again tonight.
And that touchdown is brought to you by our proud sponsor, Alpine Surgical Arts. For all your oral surgical needs, see Alpine Surgical Arts. From wisdom teeth, dental implants, facial surgery, and reconstruction. Got Dr. V-Wig there, and the staff will be happy to see you and your family. Take care of you.
You've had your wisdom teeth out, haven't you?
PAT, perfect. I haven't, GT.
You have not?
No, I have not. Nope. Pocatello Yanni? No, he hasn't either. He still got him.
He still got him, yeah.
You got him?
I did. I got mine out 3 years ago, and the recovery was not great. I think if I did it when I was younger, it would have been better, like 15, 16 years old, but I was 22, almost 23, so yeah, not great.
I don't think Austin enjoyed it either, personally.
No, I was swollen for like a week, and I was actually in a lot of pain, so definitely don't want to relive that experience.
I'm going to pass on doing it. You know, they told me, GT, if I do it, I can't work out. I said I'm out. If I can't work out, I'm out.
If they fit comfortably, you can just keep them in there. That's fine.
I'm going to keep them in there, and it's a lot to clean. It's like cleaning an extra room in the house. You know, it's not like I'll clean the extra room. Give me a mop.
Exactly.
You know, get my floss. I do it. Not a big deal. And I bet you, Alpine Surgical Arts, they'll take care of you, though, on those wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you want to be taken care of better than GT, go to Alpine Surgical Arts.
Yes, please do.
Might not be a week. Christensen fields this one, turns up the field, makes his way to the 24-yard line, and that's where Pleasant Grove will begin the next drive.
Returns for the Vikings to the 24-yard line. First down.
And a 42-0 absolute domination for the Falcons here. And you can just think, GT, as the clock will start to wind here, 6:43 and counting. If you're the PG Vikings, I mean, you got to at least try to score a touchdown here, make things interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously the objective of this game in all circumstances, but, you know, when you find yourself in a deficit like this, the important thing to do is just to not quit. And, you know, if guys go down, you know, it's always next man up.
As Chris Jansen up the field. And it's going to be a gain. Maybe one in the play.
Jansen carries. Straight ahead, picks up 8 yards.
Oh, they gave me 8 on the play. I was totally my bad, GT. I was looking at the wrong yard marker there. So it's a gain of 8 by Chris Jansen. Our view is not the greatest of all time. I did just say from 1 to 8, which is irrefutable. I don't know what the heck I'm saying.
And Chris Jansen going to run it again.
Chris Jansen, that's a first down and more, and he'll get to the 37-yard line.
Our apologies. Earlier in this game, we were pronouncing his name Christensen.
I think either way works.
Chris Jansen. I would hope so. But yeah, just heard from the PA announcer it is Chris Jansen. So
I call him Christensen still, you know.
Hey, he's leading this team in rushing yards. So
as here's Chris Jansen. Christensen to the outside, and great ball pursuit specifically by number 29. Malosi Toyolo as he brings him out of bounds for a loss of 3.
Deshaun Toilolo, a big defensive end, and he has had a ton of very good tackles this game.
And then they moved it to 8 p.m. this year, as well as adding a communication limit, which means that I can only call for people after.
And Schroeder, love to see him still in the ball game. 4:52 and counting. Schroeder floods the pocket, and he is sacked. Is that a sack or is that a gain of a yard?
He made it just barely past the line of scrimmage, I think. So that is going to be a gain of 1.
Nonetheless, .424 and counting here. 3rd and 10. Schroeder takes the snap. Schroeder lets it go, and a nice catch. Along the sideline, the toe is down. I know they're saying incomplete, but it was a great effort for Carter Wilkes. I thought he was inbound, GT. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I thought they were going to rule that one a catch, but ref called incomplete. And Carter Wilkes, only a sophomore, plays both sides of the ball. Wide receiver and safety.
And that 3rd down brought to you by Live Fit. And another successful 3rd down for Skyridge. Live Fit Systems. Go to livefitsystems.com to download the free fitness app. GT, how many steps a day you getting right now? You're not getting 10,000.
I'm usually pretty good about it. But, depends on if I go for a hike or a run or something. But, win some, lose some.
You win some, you lose some. The Dodgers right now playing the San Diego Padres. Or rather, tomorrow play the San Diego Padres Game 5. We got that wrong, GT. It's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, that's right.
But scores around the league. The Yankees move on to the ALCS after a 3-1 victory over Kansas City. And the Guardians tie the series at 2 against Detroit. As that kick fielded at the 34-yard line by Tavion Edwards. Nice punt, though.
And just check the score of Thursday night football. 49ers at Seattle. I'm a big Seahawks fan, and the Niners are up 23-17 with about 9 minutes left to go in the 4th. And DK Metcalf has a measly 5 fantasy points and half PPR. So I don't.
You don't love that.
Not very nice of him, in my opinion. I know he can do more. Him and Gino. So looking for those two to get me some more fantasy points as that 4th quarter goes on in that game.
As Luke Barris on the rush, gain of 3. And GT, your Seahawks really blew it last week against the Giants, didn't they?
I don't even want to talk about that one. Giants were without Malik Neighbors and Devin Singletary, and we still lost. So just a tough one.
As here's a run up the middle. And he plows his way for a first down and more. And nice run from Luke Barris again. And another first down, and that is brought to you by our great friends at Spa Trove. That's another Spa Trove first down. And the 1st and 10, play action pass. It's a completion as he gets to the 34-yard line. And it was a nice catch over the middle from Adam Warren, the junior. Dexton Nuttall has been all over the place today. Another tackle for him. And we are below 2 minutes in the third, folks. So if you're joining us, another 12 minutes in the fourth, running clock, and those 12 minutes will go by pretty fast, GT, knowing with the running clock here as we got flags on the play.
Yeah, this Skyridge second team has been doing a pretty good job. And that's going to be a false start called on the previous play. Going to take them 5 yards back.
Clock running, 1:30 and counting here. And handoff up the middle as Pleasant Grove Vikings limited to a yard. And Luke Barris was stopped by Derek Brinton, who headed into today, had 23 tackles on the season. And we are approaching 60 seconds here in the third. Shotgun snap, and there's a completion again for a first down and more down to the 35-yard line. And deja vu for Adam Warren.
Warren, a very quick receiver. You can tell after he gets the ball, he's looking to do some damage after the catch and make his way up the field. But pretty solid job from Pleasant Grove's secondary, all things considered.
Ross on the tackle.
Skyridge still making their way up the field here.
As play action, and that's a caught ball down to the 20-yard line, and another completion for Boston Fontaine. And that time was Hunter Sheffield with the reception. And that brings us to 0 seconds on the clock. So into the fourth quarter we go. The Skyridge Falcons absolutely dominating as we head to the break. 42-0. Stay with us here for the final act coming your way next. Welcomed in by Neil Diamond and Sweet Caroline here in the fourth quarter. 12 minutes on the clock and counting. And Boston Fontaine in this offense from the 20-yard line. Another first down. Of course, always brought to you by, oh, well, let's see, Boston Fontaine over the middle, and that is nearly caught.
And number 15,
Hunter Sheffield.
Or was that 16? Hunter Sheffield is down.
Of course, that first down, though, brought to you by Spot Trove, as Hunter Sheffield down on the field.
Yeah, Mike, they got the athletic training staff out there attending to them. So, again, like always, hope he's okay. And looks like he's getting up right away here.
There's a penalty against Skyridge, ineligible receiver. Injured player is Hunter Sheffield.
You'd have to come all the way up. It's up to you.
Five-yard penalty on the play. Repeat first down, 1st and 5. Or, sorry, not 1st and 5. 1st and 15. Beautiful night here from Orem, Utah. Out in the desert. as we approach winter here. Doesn't feel like it, though, out in Utah, GT. Still sitting at 80 degrees during the day.
It does not. And, you and I live near downtown Salt Lake City, down south here in Pleasant Grove, and temperatures about the same. And it was in the mid-80s earlier today and down to the high 60s, low 70s at the moment. So, yeah, these warm fall days have been pretty nice.
Well, I said to you, GT, it was getting cold out a few weeks ago at a game. I said, GT, when we get to October, this is going to be brutal because we're outside calling games.
We are, yeah. But so far, it's been just fine.
Austin's ready for Wednesday Night Football, which should be a little cooler. I think we should be into those cold nights again, and then we get the playoffs here.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there. I don't know if we're going to have the precipitous winter this year that we did last year. We got tons of snow last winter, but you never know. It's whatever the Great Salt Lake gives us.
I'm praying for it, GT. I think I bring good luck to the snow. First 2 years here in Utah, we're talking 1,500 inches of the white stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been good. As Fontaine from the shotgun, play action pass, fires that one incomplete. And that time for number 18, Jansen Kozak. And it's going to be a 3rd and 5 here. And that clock down to 10 minutes and 45 seconds. As the Skyridge Falcons looking for their 7th win of the season tonight. Move on to 7-2.
And 4-0 in 6A Region 3 play. So
Fontaine scans the field, fires a pass that's complete, and he stays on his feet to the 10-yard line. A nice catch and run from Diesel Hunter.
That's a cool name right there, Mike.
Inspiring me and you, I think, for our first, maybe, for our firstborn, Diesel. I think not a bad name.
Yeah.
I might roll with that. Kid would absolutely annihilate in high school. I'll tell you that. He would do pretty well.
Diesel, good kind. I like the way that rolls off the tongue.
Fontaine rushes himself and gets a first down. Another first down brought to you by our good friends at Spotrove. Down to the 2-yard line.
Haven't seen Fontaine rush a whole lot at the helm, but good rush there. And his teammate, QB1 for the Falcons, Sweetwine, has had a great night rushing the ball.
Fontaine, play action, rush towards the end zone, and he gets there for another Skyridge touchdown as he was knocked out of bounds.
Fontaine keeps and goes around the left side into the end zone for.
And what a tackle from Dexton Nuttall, which will not obviously be effective. It's still 48-0.
Yeah. As soon as I mention him rushing the ball, he runs it in for a touchdown. So great play there by Boston Fontaine.
Lyndon Centennial was turned into the press box.
And a 48-0 game here. Not what we expected. The second unit's done a phenomenal job behind Boston Fontaine. And it has been all Falcons here throughout this one.
Yeah, they have not been letting up one bit, Mike. And like you said, that second squad is doing a great job. And in a game like this, they're getting reps. So that's something positive other than the win, obviously, as the Falcons move on here.
Video of all time.
Once again, a black bag was turned in. It's nylon. And it has a strap on the zipper. It says Linden Centennial.
So they will kick it off again here. Skyridge will. And that ball fielder on the 10. And what ball pursuit by number 89. Christensen tackled at the 13. And GT, we do not have a number 89 anywhere to be seen on our roster. So
we don't, unfortunately. So our bad on that one. But, yeah, Christiansen kind of fumbled the return there and was not able to pick up more than a few yards. So unfavorable field position here for the Vikings as we approach 8 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Schroeder, and some trickery here as he turns upfield and gets to the 20-yard line. As the ball was flipped to Dayton Hansen from Christensen, and it was a gain of a few, actually. Gain of 6 on the play.
He lost his 3 yards.
Loses 3 yards, rather.
Very cool trick play there, double flip.
That's what I thought. Pick up a 6, and the PA
exactly,
announcer said loss. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I saw second.
Lost a 3.
I was thinking the same thing. I saw 2nd and 4 on the board. I'm like, nah, he picked up 6 yards on that play.
Yeah, he did. Schroeder floods the pocket, and he gets the first down to the 25-yard line. As they will stop the clock briefly as they move the chains, and they will run it again here.
Enough yardage for another Viking.
Pleasant Grove fans still out here proudly supporting their team. And seeing a lot of pink here tonight, Mike, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a cause that's definitely near and dear to my heart. So always great to see pink out in October.
Why? It's personal to you, right, GT?
Multiple women in my family have been afflicted by breast cancer. All have survived it, though, which is great.
Amazing. Christensen, gain of 7 on the play. Runs out of bounds.
Solid reception there from Christiansen.
34-yard line, 33-yard line.
Should take him over that
Another Viking.
700-yard.
I'm corrected.
Oh, sorry. I think it's 200-yard receiving threshold.
Let's try to get some completions here. They do complete one to the 44-yard line. A good gang tackle, but a first down for Pleasant Grove. And it was a nice catch from number 22, Carter Wilkes, the sophomore.
And we got a flag on the play here, Mike. And it is going to be
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
roughing the passer against Skyridge. So that's going to be another Pleasant Grove first down here.
Another 15-yard CT.
On yardage takes the ball to the 41-yard line of Skyridge for another Viking.
And these Viking fans, GT, feels like we're at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Skull, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, well, they were doing skull before the game here. Do you see that? They were doing some skull.
I did see that, yeah. That was cool.
That was fun.
And speaking of the Minnesota Vikings, 5-0 going into a bye week. Sam Darnold at the helm. That is impressive.
It is. It is impressive as Christensen to gain 4 on the play. Maybe 5.
Christiansen up the middle for 7 yards, second down.
Second and short here. They're going to give him 7 on the play.
Christiansen back in the backfield again.
Schroeder throws a screen pass. That's caught for a first down and more. Again, Number 22, Carter Wilkes.
Carter Wilkes with the reception and enough yardage for another Viking.
That's good, GT.
PA announcer here at Pleasant Grove is still keeping the crowd engaged. As Schroeder sets up in the shotgun.
Adam Wright at reception. And he was tackled for a loss. It's looking like my Seattle Seahawks are going to lose their third straight game, which is not very fun. But we never beat the 49ers. Screen pass to Christensen. Christensen makes a man miss, stays on his feet for another Vikings. Looks like it was a first down right at the marker. And they will give it to him.
Again, enough yardage for another Viking.
It's been a very productive drive for the Vikings. A couple penalties and a few successful passes. And they are in the red zone now here, Mike.
And from the shotgun, 3:41 and counting. Takes the snap, fires that one towards the end zone, and out of reach for Wilkes that time. As the clock continues to run with 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Thought that last pass was a pretty good look from Schroeder to Wilkes, just a little bit long, but he ran a great route and would not be surprised if they tried to air it out like that again here on 2nd and 10.
And if you're just joining us, 7 touchdowns for the Skyridge Falcons tonight in a shutout game as Schroeder and company knocking on the doorstep of their first touchdowns. He floods the pocket and maybe gains a yard or two on the play. They're going to give him 3. So it's good awareness from Schroeder as he was taken down by another number on that it does not remain on our roster, GT. We do our due diligence, we do our research, GT, but there's nothing we can do about a couple of numbers that just are not on the roster.
Yeah, we source the information that's available to us on Max Preps. And so we obviously do our best with that, but some players are omitted for whatever reason.
As Christensen bounces outside of the 5-yard line, and he's taken down there. 2:05 and counting. And the PG Vikings knocking on the doorstep at the end zone for the first time today.
Yeah, last time they were this close, Schroeder threw that pick that was deflected off of one of Skyridge's players. So that one was unfortunate, but first and goal right here, Mike, one of the best chances they've had all night, and they are looking to get on the board here.
Schroeder takes the snap, fires that one across the field, and that goes incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Hafoka.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down.
We have a few more plays here, GT, as that clock is running. We're down to 1 minute and 20 seconds here.
Yeah, second half has rolled by pretty quickly here with the running clock. Only stops for timeouts and penalty calls. But like we said before, the Vikings are looking to score here.
Christensen bounces outside, and he runs into a wall at the 3-yard line. And that clock down to 51.2.
To the 3-yard line.
And
we got a 10 on the field. GT, so it'll stop the clock at 51.2. And the Vikings doing everything in their power to score a touchdown here. You hear that sound, GT? Kind of funny.
I did. Wasn't sure if it was Yanni or Bonnet, but shout out to both of them. Not sure if you keep the stream running for them at home, but I'm sure they're having just a phenomenal time.
No, they don't have a stream at home, GT. No stream for them. They are watching. We got Bonnet's up in the closet. She's up there, man. You can't get to her.
I wonder if they talk about you while you're gone.
They probably got. I think they talk about Austin more than me. I know they talk about Austin. That's for sure.
Cats are smart, man. I mean,
they are.
You know they're communicating.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Schroeder takes a snap, and he's got room to run, and he takes it to the 1-yard line. What a tackle. Is he in for – nope, he's not in there.
He is not. Another stop from Skyridge here in the red zone.
Close to the end zone. 4th and goal.
4th and goal, Mike. They are 100% going for it, obviously. But, man, this is their last shot here.
You know, at this point, it comes down to a touchdown, which – it's pretty much just for stats.
That and morale. I mean, it'd be a bit of a morale booster for this team. Definitely don't want to get shut out. But yeah, in any case, very big win for the Skyridge Falcons here tonight at Pleasant Grove.
As they still have one timeout remaining. Not going to matter if they don't get the touchdown. It's going to be a knee or I guess a handoff. They can't really knee it, GT, Skyridge, so they'll have to hand the ball off if this is a turnover on downs. But, again, another 4th down for the Skyridge defense. And this is, of course, brought to you by LiveFit. Go to livefitsystems.com to hear more about it and their great product. And Schroeder hands off Christensen, bounces outside, and finds the blue. A touchdown for the Vikings, their first one of the game.
Another rushing touchdown for Christiansen. And although his team has had a tough time against a very, very stacked opponent tonight, he's racked up quite a few rushing yards, and he's played a heck of a game. So, way to get on the board there. And just 36 seconds left to go here in the 4th.
The question is, GT, I got a good one for you. What NFL team could pull off this miracle right now? If you were to insert them into the game for PG.
I don't know if I can think of one at the moment. I mean, certainly not the Seahawks. I lost some faith.
Not the
lost
Seahawks.
Some faith in my team. Wait, I never asked you this. You a Giants or Jets fan?
You know, you wonder, though, if you brought an NFL team in, onside kick, Hail Mary, onside kick, Hail Mary.
You got to try.
You got to think they could probably do it.
Being from New York, Mike, are you a Giants or a Jets fan?
You know, I grew up a Giant fan. I don't really care, though. You know,
I see.
How my allegiance is to the Utah Jazz. You know, through and through. So
that's a phenomenal franchise. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. 36.1, 49-7 lead. As Austin here, our camera guy, is a Toronto Raptors fan. Also an owner of what should be 10 cats we hear soon. So,
Vince Carter recently inducted into their Hall of Honor, or Ring of Honor. So, yeah, his jersey's getting retired up in Toronto.
And he'll be broadcasting, I heard, this season too.
Yeah. I'm still surprised how long he spent in the NBA. It was very impressive, and everyone talked about his athletic ability and how he could dunk the ball, but he was a great shooter, too. Phenomenal mid-range.
And clock running here on the kickoff. Fielded by Selu at the 10-yard line. He's going to knee it. And they're going to have to knee this thing one more time, and they can head out and right off into the sunset with a 49-7 win and their 7th victory of the season.
Yeah, Mike, that is going to keep them at the top of the 6A Region 3 standings, and unfortunately it is going to keep Pleasant Grove at the bottom at 6th. But a lot of season left to go, and we will be here covering the action for you, KSL Sports.
Next week games are on Wednesday night. You can catch those all at KSLSports.com, live streaming. Yeah, it's a fun game here from Pleasant Grove, Utah. We appreciate you tuning in. And no knee needed, as they will pretty much just run the clock down. So, Keneal Sweetwine and Company come away with a 49-7 victory here at Skyridge. And pretty much all the action was in the first half. As this one is all said and done.
I mean, the Falcons, great performance, but really not surprising us in any way. I mean, we've seen how well this team has performed throughout this season. One of the best teams in the state. Great running quarterback. Great rushing offense. And just a phenomenal team all around.
And that'll do it for us. A 49-7 victory. As we will bring it into to a break here really quick as we pretty much shut this game out here. We're going to head to a break, and then we'll see you for some final messages here live from Pleasant Grove High School. Don't move. Welcome into the booth, Mike Goodkind, Garrett Thompson here on the postgame show. A 49-7 win and a much-needed victory for Skyridge. But GT, as we're going to move in here a little bit if we can. But all behind Keneal Sweetwine, who looked absolutely flawless in that first half.
He really did, Mike. And we talked about comparing him to, Cam Newton earlier on. Just a phenomenal rushing quarterback. He can air it out too, and only a junior. So definitely a bright future ahead of him. And he's going to be leading this team next year as well.
A couple also incredible plays. One in the first half, a one-handed catch in the end zone for a touchdown that was incredible. And just some great plays from those first stringers, including Boston Sorensen.
Yeah, Sorensen going deep on several plays, and we talked about it before. Doesn't get a ton of volume in this high-caliber offense, but when he does, he's averaging 18-plus yards a reception. So phenomenal job there. Great catch from Sheffield, and just really sharing the offensive load here tonight. A 7-touchdown game was really just a phenomenal performance.
Another guy on that first string who played well, Joshua Hansen, looked really good here tonight as well.
He did. Not in the top, 3 or 4 in, receiving or rushing yards for this team, but he did a great job, getting it done on offense for him. And with that second squad that we saw in the second half for the Falcons, again, a lot of great players, Fontaine at the helm at QB, and this team is just going to keep on rolling.
Again, their 4th region win, 7th win on the season, fresh off a win off Lone Peak last week. This team, nothing can really stand in their way right now. We'll see who does. We'll have the final games of the season coming your way with KSL Sports, and we'll see if anything can stop them, or are they headed to the state championship this season?
It'll be the second year in a row. They made it to the 6A state championship game last year, lost to Corner Canyon. I can definitely see them making it again this year. So only time will tell. We still got a lot of season left, but looking forward to next week's matchups, and looking forward to watching this team develop.
The Falcon freight train is rolling, and so are we. From all of us here at KSL Sports, that's Gary Thompson. Our man Austin on camera. I'm Mike Goodkind telling you, be good,